Hello, I'm Mick Lowenstein, and while I look like a remnant from last century...
The 90s were good, weren't they? Oh, man.
I'm actually a child of the roaring 40s. You don't look too bad for an octogenarian. No, like the wind and the longitude and the, 42 degrees south, the roaring 40s, the wind and the yeah. I grew up in Tasmania. I still live here and I love it. I love the waterfalls. I love the mountains. And I love all the remnants of history. Oh. Is this still under warranty? The remnants of history I don't love so much are the places in Tasmania that are named by or after privileged white guys who arrived here from across the ocean. Some people might call them... but that would be uncouth. There's a particular kind of arrogance that these British men who invaded here had. A kind of self-righteous superiority that meant they didn't question their right to go in and take ownership of everything by naming it. Never mind that most of these places already had names. Well, they weren't British names though, so we can't have that. One of the very few original names for a Tasmanian place that's never been changed since before Europeans arrived is here. Yeah, the spelling might have changed a bit with time, but this area has always been known as Triabunna. Sounds a bit like an Italian baker. Hey, Triabunna! They're really nice, huh? So uncouth. One of the British men who was a prolific namer was Lady Jane Franklin. You can't move in the Tasmania without bumping into a Franklin. Sir John and Lady Franklin came to Van Diemen's Land in 1837 when he was appointed Lieutenant Governor. It's pronounced Lieutenant Governor. But there's no F. Will you just have to add one? Fucking Lieutenant Governor. So uncouth. They were purportedly a pretty cultured couple, and supposedly they tried to share that with the people of the time.
We have plans to improve the culture and educate the people of Van Diemen's Land.
Tell them about my tree, Johnny.
Yes, dear.
Tell them I'm making a town on the Huon River.
We thought it would be good if we started...
And I'm making a museum.
Obviously, as governor,
and I discovered a river.
It's very important that...
And we're going to name them all after us.
Steady on there, dear. We can't name everything after ourselves.
What about this animated turtle?
What?
And it's true. They didn't name everything after themselves. To be fair, a lot of these places were named after they left and by other people. Well, yeah, but we're still left with Franklin, Franklin Square, Franklin Wharf, Franklin House, Franklin Street, another Franklin Street, Jane Franklin Hall, Lady Franklin Museum, Franklin River. Before Davy Street was widened, there used to be a big tree here with a little fence around it, and it was called Lady Franklin's Tree. Nobody knows why. It's mine, I found it! And it was around about here. And finally, we have this place. Where are we again? Mathina. What's it got to do with the Franklins? Well, Mathina was an Aboriginal girl that the Franklins adopted. Oh, that's nice. Here, look, just have a read. Jesus, exactly. What happened to her? Just keep reading. Okay. Ah, shit. Yep. We just had no idea back then, did we? Arguably, not even now. Jesus. Yeah. Thirsty? Fuck's sake. We've got a lot of places named after the Franklins in Tasmania, but at least they came and actually spent some time here. That's not the case for the other person who had lots of places named after him. A name familiar to all Tasmanians. And his name is Arthur Wellesley. Arthur who? We know him better as the first Duke of Wellington. Ah, Wellington. Why was everything named after him? He defeated Napoleon, so in his time he was a rock star. Everywhere named stuff after him. Like Canungi. Yeah, that's what it was called. But William Bligh gave it another name in 1788. He called it Table Mountain. Then everyone went Wellington crazy.
Duke of Wellington, Mount of Wellington, Duke of Wellington, Mount of Wellington, Duke of Wellington, Mount of Wellington, boots! Street of Wellington, 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 Road of Wellington, boots! Centre of Wellington, Bridge of Wellington, Centre of Wellington, Bridge of Wellington, Centre of Wellington, Bridge of Wellington, boots!
So much Wellington. Even things that aren't named after Wellington are named after Wellington. But this is Mount Stewart, named after a mouse. Named after Mount Stewart Elphinston, hence Mount Stewart and Elphinston Road. What? He was the aide-de-camp to Stuart Little, the Duke of Wellington. His name was Mount Stewart. Yep. Was his mum called Lake Geneva? No. The other landmark that was named after the Duke who never came here is this. And why is that exactly? Well, to commemorate the Duke's victory at the Battle of Salamanca in 1812, as we all know. So here in Tasmania, it's a tradition to reenact the Battle of Salamanca every Saturday morning.
The throng of exerting bodies, the clash of keep cups against hue and pine, the terrified screams of swindled tourists. A bloody skirmish where the victor claims Salamanca's greatest prize.
Victory! Oh no! I'm hit! I'm hit! Oh! Maybe this lawn will get named after me. I doubt they're going to call the lawn Dickhead. So, what have we learned? If you want to give a place a name, you've got to be a rich European man from across the seas, preferably
You guys have any idea what those boats are for?
sailing mainly. Fucking. Oh, good on ya, bear. Run out of breath. Sounds a bit like part of an early exploring bear. We've got a lot of places named after the Tasmanians. What? Except I'm just squinty, like instant fucking Clint Eastwood. Squint Eastwood.
Here I am again in the sun. I'm a big glowing man.
Just hair went. Ugh. That's not the right line. Original names for oh, sorry. One of the that they. Oh, fuck me hat. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Arguably, fuck. Oh. Lots of
Penis museum.
yeah, if you like dicks and poo, that's your place.
That's what I thought.
Oh, that's funny. I'm glad you told us.